Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rob. This is another rapid fire marketing and advertising video, the video series for business owners who want more sales, more leads, more market share, or you could want to, or you might want to, I'll get it out eventually, you might want to scale your business and take it to the next level, or you could be the serious student of marketing. If that's you, this entire channel is dedicated for you guys. So straight from the note card, a little bit of sales psychology and tactical thinking. If you have a successful advert or a successful marketing promotion, you have at the top end 3 to 5 months to milk that ad before someone who is switched on and clued up and dialed in starts to make advertising and marketing that looks like or feels like what you've come up with. I'll say that once more. If you have a very successful ad and it's generating leads or it's generating a lot of revenue, you have at the top end 3 to 5 months to milk the absolute shit out of that particular promotion, marketing or advertising, because after that 3 to 5 month period, if there's someone else who is very savvy, very switched on in your marketplace, and they are tracking what you're doing, and you won't know that they are tracking you, and they are tracking you and what you are doing, eventually they'll start to put a promotion together, marketing or advertising wise, that will look, sound and feel very similar to yours. So people mistaken it, oh, that's that guy there, he does this, this and this, let's buy. And then when they actually buy the product or service, they realize it's someone else. A term, shadow games, comes into mind when I think about that piece of wisdom. And that's something that I've seen many times since 1998. You see advertising and marketing that's very similar in the tone, in the way that it's laid out, in its language and everything else. And you go, oh man, that must be so-and-so. And you actually go a little bit deeper and read who it's from, and it's actually not the original person. It's someone else that's copied the ad that you're frequently seeing. And that's what happens, not in all markets, but in markets that are super competitive and super saturated, you will find people will start to mimic ads. The infomercial business is poisonous. Video sales letters that are used on YouTube, they are copied and ripped off like you wouldn't believe. Everything is copied and replicated in life that is successful in general. But I'm just saying, you have about 3 to 5 months of being able to milk a promotion online or print advertising before you start to see other ads appearing that are similar to yours. My advice is, if you want to fly under the radar, and this might be a little bit old school for you, you might think this is a load of shit and it won't work anymore, but go back to using direct mail. No one will ever know what you're doing. Here's an example. This is a direct mail piece. It's offering a particular training program. And this particular direct mail piece was mailed out in the post to a list of people that were interested. Obviously, the lead generation that you do online is the same as what we used to do in direct mail back in the offline days. So what you guys do in the digital world is no different, because that's exactly where digital lead generation comes from. It comes from the offline world. So we would run a text lead generation ad in a newspaper or magazine. They would then call a number typically, or they would write in for a reply. We would send them information, and if they like that product or service, we might send one follow-up letter just to check back with them to see if they wanted whatever it is. Now, the same principle, the same tactic is being used, but online and everything's electronic. But anyway, if you wanted to fly under the radar, learn how to use direct mail, direct response. That's the only way you will dodge the bullet in flying under the radar. Because even if you ran an email list, someone could be passing off that email promotion to someone that's in direct opposition. Or you might find that someone sets up a phony email address with Gmail or Yahoo, who could be your direct opposition, who could be the person that's in direct opposition, and they want to see what they're doing. So they just make up a fake email address. They're getting all your email and newsletters, and they'll know exactly what you're doing. So the same thing could be said for direct mail. Your opposition could get onto your mailing list, but the chances of them being able to punch out something similar to this is remote to none, because you have to understand sales psychology to be able to put a multi-page like pitch together, and you have to have everything in place in the physical sense to be able to punch out whatever the offer is. So I'll say this once again: if you have a successful ad, you have at the most 3 to 5 months to milk that motherfucker before someone makes an ad that looks like, that sounds like, that feels like your promotion. So that could be done in a shorter period of time. That could happen in 30 days, depending on how aggressive your market is. I would advocate people start learning how to use direct mail, fly under the radar. It would take probably a year or 2 years before your nearest rival will know what you're doing. And by that time, you've used this for 1 or 2 years, you'll be so far ahead of them, they won't have a hope in hell in being able to catch up. So there we go. There's another one in the bag. If you liked and appreciated this particular video or any of the other videos, please like, share, subscribe, ring-a-ding-a-ling the bell. Rapid Fire Marketing and Advertising, I am out.